Hey, hey, what's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It is Monday, January 29th, right? I want to come on here to say or to share transparent moment. This is what I'm saying has not been written down nor rehearsed. This is straight from the dome, right? So it's going to be mistakes and all, right? So big deal. As a person of my caliber, I'm not perfect in no way, form, or fashion. I don't try to be perfect. I operate with the spirit of excellency. And for anyone, I can't even say anyone, but there are a few times I have been told, because I've worked closely with a few people, um, and I've been told by a few people that I operate in the spirit of excellency. And I stand on that, right? And I stand on that because of what my mama taught me. I am the oldest in my family, oldest child in my family. And growing up, I've always been told, do it right the first time. Because if you don't do it right, it's going to be a repeat. You're going to have to do it again. So that is all up in me, all up and through me to do it right the first time. And so I've carried that into my work ethics, my personal behaviors, and everything like that, right? Not perfection, just excellency. That means being honest, that's being true to yourself as well as your clients and whoever you work with, right? And that energy tells it all, right? So if I'm operating in the spirit of excellency, that means if I work with you, that you're going to have to do the same or close. And if it's not, then it's what's the point of working with you or collaborating with you if you don't operate in the spirit of excellency or a little below that? Good, best, better, excellent, whatever. Within that, grace is given, right? Grace isn't always deserved. And I'm saying all of this because when you're a person who operates in the spirit of excellency and you're also spiritual, so you feel all the feels, even what you don't want to feel. You know what I'm saying? It's a it. What am I saying? Okay, what I'm saying is when people operate on a different level, I'm gonna say on a lower level, and you operate on a high level, when things aren't right, it feels off. It feels awkward. And I've been raised to give people the respect, but I also learned later that respect goes both ways. And from a person that's like me, who's been raised traditionally, you turn the other cheek and all this other stuff, and all right, that's all well and good, but that tends to run out. And it runs out especially when people take advantage of you. It runs out when people don't recognize or fail or choose not to recognize when they're working with someone with the spirit of excellence, who is loyal, who is honest, who's professional, who gains clarity and strives for understanding and clarity and all that good stuff to make whatever collaborative effort the best, right? So for me, there's been times when I had to readjust my crown, right? Because somebody tried to knock it off. And I tried to readjust it on my own. And then somebody tried to knock it off again, right? And at this point, I'm like, you know what? It's time to say something. It's time to do something. It's time to let these people know that you don't play with people. You don't take advantage of people. You don't misuse people. And it's like I see these videos about, standing on business and, you know, all of that stuff, respect and being professional, especially if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever it is that you're doing. It's like, this is some of the stuff that people don't talk about. We see the after effects, or the final project of what your hard work and tears and blood and stuff went into, but some don't talk about the back office shit, the stuff when you have to make connections and communications and all this other stuff, and it gets awkward when people play in your face. It gets awkward when you don't, you see what's going on and you don't want to say it because you want to make sure what you're going to say is right. It's clear. There's no misconstruisms, right? That everybody is respected. So it's like you type a text. You ever wrote down something or type a text and then you delete it or you erase it because it don't sound right. You don't want it to be mistaken, and then you write it again and you're like, oh, I don't know, and then you send it to a friend or whomever or someone on your team who's going to be honest with you and be like, nah, that don't sound right. You don't want to da 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 da. So it's like, I've had those experiences, but because somebody disrespected you in some form of fashion, and you want to let the person know how you feel about it without being disrespected, like how they disrespected you. That shit is hard. It's hard when you want to spaz out on somebody who not only once try to play you, but on several occasions tried to play you. And now you still trying to maintain your stature, your character, your energy. But it's like, okay, where's the respect is gone. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be before y'all long, but it's like in 2024, not just because it's a new Gregorian year, but this has to go onward. No, we have to be about our business. We have to choose us every time. And if that person choose to be less than the best, then you have every right to walk away. You have every right to say, I respectfully decline. You have every right to choose you, no matter what that looks like, feels like. If you losing out on a deal, if you losing out on a collaborative effort, or money or whatever, all money ain't good money. All connections ain't good connections. And it's like, what are you losing or forfeiting by choosing you? Opportunities are going to come. What's for you is for you, but it's up to us to recognize when that shit ain't for you. It's about standing up for you. It's about protecting you. That is a part of self-care, and it's about self-love. When somebody chooses to treat you less than the best, don't stay. And I can write novels about being treated correctly and going through stuff in life. I get it. But at this point in my life, I choose me. And I encourage you to choose you, no matter what it feels. If it's, I know it's hard. It's hard for me to say, look, this don't feel right. This is awkward. You said this at this time, and da 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 da. But you have to honor and respect you. And if you don't, who's going to do it for you? Who's going to stand up for you? Who's going to speak up for you and protect you? Then you. We have to teach people how to treat us, right? And I'm there. It's a way that you take, it's a way to do it, of course, with kindness and respect. But you have to be kind and respectful to yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? People are going to remember you by how you treat them, how you handle situations. You have to, you know what I'm saying? It's a way of doing things. And y'all, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to be long winded or not like that, but just know that stand up for yourself, protect yourself, know when to say know when to say no when things don't feel right. Trust your spirit, that intuition, that soft voice in your ear, and you want to obey the soft voice verse because you don't want that voice to become a roar because you choose to be disobedient because you're um, doubting yourself, right? So again, honor yourself, respect yourself, love yourself enough to know when it's time to let go. That sounds like a Mary J. Blige verse. But anyway, but it's all truth. Like you have to know when it's time to let go. When that shit don't feel right, look right, feel sound right, whatever. Know when it's time to let go. There will be buku amounts of opportunities that awaits you. And I feel like I'm being tested right now. This is a test. And as of today, I passed this test because I stood up for myself. And I will continue to stand up for myself. I will, yeah. Anyway, y'all, I just want to share that. I hope this helps someone. I trust that it will help. I know I'm not the only one. I'm never the only one. You're not always the only one. So I hope this message helps you on this day and beyond. So enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful, prosperous, productive week. So, yeah, catch y'all later. Peace and balance, y'all.